Alright guys, so our final two topics here are going to be the Godzilla vs. Kong spoiler discussion and the Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 3 spoiler discussion, but we're going to do the Godzilla one first because there is a kind of a little news thing that came out about the director of Godzilla vs. Kong, Adam Wingard here, about a Thundercats movie that he is now going to be working on. So he went on to say that he's going to be working on a Thundercats movie, and the most interesting thing I got from this article here is he said he didn't want to do a live action one. He wants to do like a sort of hybrid CGI thing. And the first thing that came into my mind, because he goes on to say like he doesn't want it to turn out like Cats, like the movie Cats, where it's like we all know what happened with Cats. I mean, we don't. It just is what it is. But then I totally get where he's coming from with that. And I know a lot of people out there are kind of like disappointed that it's not going to be a live action thing. Me, this might be sacrilegious for people out there, but I never watched Thundercats. I really just didn't. It wasn't a thing for me. Wasn't it just I literally never watched it. It's not that I didn't want to, it just never happened. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just my age. I don't know. Maybe it was before my time. I just don't know. But either way, what I think is interesting though is he wants to do like this hybrid CGI like animation thing, which the first thing that came to my mind was making like a super hyper realistic CGI movie just like they do for like the World of Warcraft cinematics or like the Knights of the Old Republic cinematics, something along those lines, which would be fucking awesome. Because I've said since day one, like they just need to make movies that look like that. They need to do movies with that animation. Because if you've never seen like the cinematic trailers for like World of Warcraft, do yourself a favor and go watch them. The game looks nothing like that. Like the game looks like cartoon polygons for fuck's sake for the most part. But like the cinematics are some of the most hyper real looking amazing visuals you'll ever see. Same with the Knights of the Old Republic stuff. And even the DC Universe Online trailer for the DC Universe Online trailer was made by Tim Miller's production CGI company. I forget the name of it, but that trailer was amazing. Like that's what when he says like hybrid CGI animation thing, like my mind immediately went to like hopefully something like that, which I'm down for anything with that because it's like it's just like hyper. It looks real. It just looks absolutely real. But John, I know you were me and Rick are not very well versed in the Thundercats. So like, where are you at with this? I know you like you're a fan of the Thundercats. You excited they're making a movie? You disappointed it's not live action, or your mic's muted?
Yeah, sorry about that. No, yeah, I'm definitely excited. I think that this is. I mean, obviously, this is. We've gotten a lot of the '80s cartoons, which was kind of the golden age of cartoon animated shows. Was I think the '80s at least. Maybe that's my personal opinion, but we've gotten the Transformers, we've gotten GI Joe, we've gotten Smurfs, we've gotten we've run the gamut of all the different. We never got a Mask movie. We never, and Thundercats is one of the ones. Voltron we never got. So there's still some franchises out there that haven't been tapped, and it's interesting to me that they're going with Thundercats. But yeah, I mean Thundercats had one of the scariest villains of all time, kind of like a He-Man Skeletor, kind of even ratcheted up to be scarier in mumm-ra. And I doing it the way you said could be really cool. Obviously, with when they're doing that hybrid, that animation type route, you can do some effects and some special effects or some images that you might not be able to pull off practically in real life actors and stuff. So you can go even more over the top with it, which could be cool. I don't know that I necessarily don't believe it couldn't be done. With real actors, live action. Just because there was a point in time where nobody thought that you'd be able to do Captain America's outfit on the screen and have it look halfway decent, or Iron Man on the screen and have it look halfway decent. The inventiveness of the people that work on movies nowadays and just the advanced effects. I understand what happened with Cats, and I get it. But you also Cats was this weird like play stage that they were trying to replicate on in a movie form, like the whole idea about cats was weird. But then you turn around, you look at Avatar, which is, I know they're not cats, but they're almost feline-like creatures on Pandora, and that's the biggest movie of all time again now. So I just don't know that I believe that it couldn't be done live action. But we'll see what happens with it. We'll see if it ends up actually getting made. If the numbers for Godzilla versus Kong are any indication, I think it will get made, or at least this director is going to have the clout to get it made. But heck, he may have to do a sequel to Godzilla versus King Kong before he can make that, depending on what his contracts say. But yeah, I'm excited. It was a great series. It only ran for 2 years, but fun cast of characters. It was Lion-O had his special sword that he had, and they fought the evil. It was standard stuff, but the tie-in toys were awesome for it as well. So I'm excited if they find a way to bring it to the screen.
Yeah, it sounded like it sounded like it was like a for sure thing. He just has another project that he's doing first. I forget what it was. But he's doing that and supposedly going to be working on that. But you're right. I mean, if Godzilla versus Kong like it keeps popping off like it was, they might want him back for another one of the or another follow up to that. You never know.
Yeah.
But like imagine like, even something along the lines of, CGI wise, like, is it he was kind of vague and where he says, like, hybrid CGI animation, but, like, my mind immediately went to, like, those, like, super hyper real looking things, but, like, even you look at today with what we got now, like, Lion King, man, like, a freaking Jungle Book, like, something like that,
Sure.
like, that's where my mind went to, and I could have been thinking more of along the, like, cartoon more animation, like, Into the Spider-Verse even for all I know, like, oh, we'll just have to wait and find out. But I'm all on board for this is the kind of stuff I like. It was just something I never like as a kid. It was just nothing I ever really watched.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'll definitely watch it if it looks cool. Like, and if it has that animation style that I really appreciate, which is that like hyper real looking stuff, like I'm talking about, like I'm totally gonna watch it. So I'm still waiting for them to just go ahead and make World of Warcraft movie with the freaking same animation team that they used to make some damn trailers.
Right.
Like those, like I don't know why they decided to make the live action Warcraft movie, even though it looked phenomenal for all intents and purposes. Like the orcs looked insanely real, even for its time, like it was crazy. But they got this animation team that makes these amazing trailers. Like just make it, just do it. Like I don't know. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna see what I like. Everything Adam Wingard's been doing here. Aside from that Death Note movie, it wasn't as good as the freaking anime was. That's for sure. That was weird. But either way, I give him props for trying to do an anime movie because not a lot of people do. So give him that. So the question is, guys, though, before we get into our review here, let us know what you think about the announcement of Adam Wingard helming a Thundercats movie down in the comment section below. And do you want to see animation, CG, live action? Are you disappointed that he's thinking about going the CGI route? Let us know in the comment section below.